So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? All right. Hi, Brandon. Hear me? I have it turned on, I think, but I can't hear you on Zoom. So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. All right. Hi, Brandon. Hear me? I do not. I have your name and I have your picture, but I have no sound. I can't hear you on Zoom. So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? Screen, I can see my face up there with my name. I do not. I have your name and I have your right below there. But I have no sound. I don't hear you. I can't hear you on Zoom. So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? Screen, I can see my face up there with my name. I do not. I have your name and I have your right below there. But I have no sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? Screen, I can see my face up there with my name. I do not. I have your name and I have your right below there. But I have no sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? Screen, I can see my face up there with my name. I do not. I have your name and I have your right below there. But I have no sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. It seems so. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? I can see my face up there with my name. I do not. I have your name and I have your right below there. But I have no sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. It seems so. No, I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, could I on my screen? Brandon, hear me? I can see my face up there with my name. Can you hear me? I do not. I have your name and I have your right. I'm speaking. Do you hear me? No sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me on my phone? Can you hear me on Zoom? I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. Talking on my screen. Brandon, hear me? I can see my face up there with my name. Can you hear me? I do not. I have your name and I have your right. I'm speaking. Do you hear me? No sound. I don't hear you. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me on my phone? Can you hear me on Zoom? I got music on my phone. Yes. Can you hear me on Zoom? On Zoom. So I keep talking. Can you hear me now? Brandon, hear me? I can see my face up there with my name. Can you hear me? I do not. I have your name and I have your right. I'm speaking. Do you hear me? No sound. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. Can you hear me on my phone? Can you hear me on Zoom? I got music on my phone. I have no sound. Can you hear me on Zoom? My computer's so I turned way up. Can you hear me now? Brandon, hear me? I can see my face up there with my name. Can you hear me? I do not. I have your name. Should be able to. I'm speaking. Do you hear me? No sound. Should I re-log in for fun? So you should be able to hear me. Can you hear me on my phone? Can you hear me on Zoom? I got music on my phone. I have no be able to hear me. Other than I can hear me on my phone. Can you hear me? My music on my phone. Can you hear me on the phone? Keep talking. All right. Here I am. So I branded my lessons. Can you hear me now? I can hear you on my phone. My face up there with my name. Can you hear me? I do not. I should be able to hear me. So I hope we could everyone hear you. You should be able to hear me. Other than I can hear me on my phone. Can you hear me? My music on my phone. Can you hear me on the phone? Keep talking. All right. Here I am. All right. So I branded my lessons. Can you hear me now? I can hear you on my phone. My face up there. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I hope we could everyone hear you. You should be able to hear me. Other than I can hear me on my phone. Can you hear me? My music on my phone. Can you hear me on the phone? Keep talking. All right. Here I am. There was no sign of any spread, and they totally removed the tumor, and she's now convalescing. So, so that's our adventure this past 2 weeks. Yeah, not fun, but we had good results and a good surgeon. Say something, please. Yes. Can you hear me? I'm talking right now, talking into my phone, but my nose is right on my computer. And I can see me on the computer just fine. That's not much to look at. I cannot. Well, I can only open my email if I click you off. I can't open my email at the same time you're on. I can go back and reset, go back and do it again. I know, but the only way I can click on it is because I can't. Yeah, I can't go to my email unless I turn this Zoom off. I can't. I don't know how to have both of them at the same time. Well, I'll close my Zoom and I'll open my email. But then you can't hear me, can you? But you can hear me because of your phone. Okay. Let's
Do you see Rose? Oh, she's Rose. Do you see Rose? Wave your hand. That's Rose. In front. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hang up because we're gonna begin. Okay. Or do you want me to keep the phone on? Yeah, and I'm gonna keep my phone on as well.
If you're an Grows Rexburg board member, come on and sit up here. We want to see your pretty faces. Thanks so much for coming out tonight to our 2022 Art Grows Rexburg Awards presentation opening reception. Let's get a round of applause for all the artists in here. My name's Brandon Isle, and I'm happy to be here with you today. Our music has been provided by the Mountain Rand String Quartet. We'll hear more from them in a little bit. If you're out there, come on in. So many artists have contributed to the art here in Rexburg, and we're so excited to celebrate you and give you some money. How about that? We'll give out the awards in a little bit. Joining us online is Val Hemming, who is the founder, and he's just put all this together, and we'll hear from him later. We're hoping, we're crossing our fingers. So he's joining us by technology tonight. I'm going to turn the time over to Kim DeBell. She's the president of Art Grows Rexburg. She really makes this happen every year, and she'll introduce to us our Val, and then we'll hear from our guest artist in a little bit. Kim.
Okay, if you are standing over there are a few spots on the table. Why don't you come on in and have a sit? Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, creating, and sharing your artwork with us and with our community. This is just, we are always busy when the time comes, but it's such gratifying experience. It's amazing to see what kind of talents we have in our community, especially the size of, in my graduate school, they always called me a rural Idaho town girl. So we're small town people, but we're no small of a talent matter here. I would like to begin with recognizing Val and Alice. We don't have a photo of them right now, huh? Yeah, if you can while we are. It's called me a rural Idaho town girl. So we're small town people, but we're lack of support, we won't be here. So I am eternally grateful for their love of art and support that they give each year. Oh, okay. Well, so we need to make sure we call them back. Do you want to call? Yeah, okay. Sorry. So the second folks that I would like to give our gratitude is the Hemming folks. I don't know where they are all, except Lane. Where all they go? There's Cammie. She's hiding. Hemming Village Corporation provides us this beautiful space for this venue and also all the lightings and place for us to exhibit our work. So there's so much more work goes behind that we don't see. So we are so grateful for them. And lastly, please thank our Grows Rexburg board members. Please stand when I say your name. Darlette Passeril, Catherine Peck, Jasmine Webb, and Stephanie Morley. Would you please give up? This year's juror was Dr. Jenna Lee Emmer, the BYU Museum of Art director. We had record-breaking entries this year. 150 entries were received. That made Dr. Emmer's job all the more difficult. A couple of weeks ago, we finished a children's art competition. We also give them cash prizes. And I talked to our children about art being extremely subjective. I just felt like that we needed to talk to a literalist artist. So the thing I told children that subjective word means was depending on the opinion of a person. And we talked about also a saying we all know, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I also read the dictionary definition, which is used to say that different people have different ideas about what is beautiful. So what I want to say tonight is that no matter the outcome, let's celebrate art. Congratulations to all of you who create.
Okay, now we'll hear from Val Hemming, and hopefully this will work.
That no matter the outcome, let's celebrate art. Congratulations to all of you who create.
Okay, now we'll hear from Val Hemming, and hopefully this will work.
That no matter the outcome, let's celebrate art. Congratulations to all of you who create.
Welcome you to Hemming Village. Many thanks for your participation in this year's Art Grows Rexburg. Huge thanks also to Rose Dahl for accepting our invitation to be this year's reception speaker. I was born and raised in Rexburg. Today, Alice and I live in North Carolina near our grown children. We both turn 85 in 2 weeks. Health issues preclude us from joining you at Hemming Village this evening. We founded Art Grows Rexburg over a dozen years ago. With the creativity and leadership of Kiyoung DeBell, the art show fulfills our dream of providing artists from Eastern Idaho a venue to share their creations. When you return home this evening, open your browser and go to the website Rose Daytok Doll. Click on Galleries, and you'll see a remarkable series of paintings titled Early Years of the Savior. The series was once exhibited at the Washington, D.C. Visitor Center. As you scroll down through the images of these paintings, you meet a young Mary, mother of Jesus. In sequence, you see beautiful images of the Annunciation, the newborn, and several of Mary, Joseph, and their growing son. Near the end of the series, after the flight to and return from Egypt, you see a portrait of a young boy Jesus and Mary seated before a stone wall. This beautiful painting hangs prominently in our home in North Carolina. Over a dozen years, Rose used the same models for Jesus and for Mary. Rose Daytok Dahl was born in Washington, D.C. and raised in Northern Virginia. She earned a BFA at Virginia Commonwealth University. She and her husband Timothy are parents of 4 grown children who presently reside in Utah. Rose is well known for her creative realism rendered with her truly unique paint palette. Alice and I first met Rose when she became a prominent participator and exhibitor in 3 women's art shows curated by Alice Hemming nearly 20 years ago in Washington, D.C. at the Temple Visitor Center. At that time, Rose was painting a series based on women in the Bible, including the birth of Eve and 3 nights of Esther. Later, she completed the beautiful series of paintings I previously mentioned, portraying the life of the young Jesus and his tender relationship with his mother and family. You will find Rose's paintings prominently displayed in the Museum of Church History and Art, the Conference Center in Salt Lake City, and other church buildings at the BYU Museum of Art and Southern University, Virginia University. Rose is a journalist, an art teacher. We're honored to have her join guest speakers from past shows who include Jane Bell Meyer, Kimball Geisler, Brian Astle, Leon Parson, Matt Geddes, Julie Rogers, J. Kirk Richards, and Michael Malm. Rose, Alice sends to you her personal regards and remembers fondly your support for women artists in Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Northern Virginia. Thank you again for making this presentation to our art show. Thank you. Fondly your support for women artists in Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Northern Virginia. Thank you again.
Hello.
Presentation.
I guess I have to live up to that now, after that exposition. My name is Rose Dahl, and I am so thrilled to be here. As soon as Tim and I drove up into Rexburg, I just felt a really cool spirit. And especially in this building, I have just been so impressed. I was impressed by the art, I was impressed by the spirit, and I was impressed by the spirit of this event and how it's a lot to the community. And I am also and I am so thrilled to be here. As soon as I drove up to Rexburg, I just felt at least 20 years cool spirit, and especially in this building, I am just very encouraged. I was impressed by the art. I was impressed, especially as well as Bell, and I just appreciate that. And there's tireless passion and vision for the art, and you just must know that you are incredibly lucky to have my family. They are your advocates. They are big advocates of art, and what a blessing they are in the community. So I was asked to speak about my career and how I got my start and the evolution of my art, and how I gained my artist voice, and hopefully some of these words maybe might be of value to you artists, both students, amateurs, semi-professionals, and maybe professionals, right? Anyway, so my presentation is again about my journey to find my artist voice, and I'm really kind of free to this because I am cognizant of the time limit that I have. But finding your artist voice really is the most important thing that you can do in your art, because that's what you build everything on. That's the foundation right there. And so when I started painting, I was a young mom, newly married, and in the 1990s, and I started doing these works which were really based on my domestic experiences with my young children. And this was called my interior landscape series. And it was about my life of motherhood. And I remember being a little frustrated about how it was so difficult to fit in when I've been taking care of children all day long. There is very little bandwidth to have a creative outlet. And I remember getting on my knees and praying to Heavenly Father. I thought, maybe I shouldn't be an artist. I should just give it up and be alone. And I remember the distinct answer was no, not to give it up, but there would be times and seasons. And it was something that I really needed to hear as a mother, that those talents would keep, and that there would be times and seasons and ebbs and flow in my life. While the children were growing up, sometimes it wouldn't fit in that's the way life is with young children, and with colleagues, and with other events, family events, or health issues. That's just the way life goes. And to be okay with that. And so, the one thing that I did do, which many of you might have done, is enter competitions, because that's something that gave me, it was very goal-oriented. And I think that this event is such an event. That is, it can give you a goal to work for when maybe you can't manage a solo show, but you can manage the enter competitions. So I started entering competitions, including the International Art Competition. And I started entering the International Art Competition that the LDS Church does every 3 years. And I'm still trying to find my voice at this point, doing some early Josephson pieces in the 1990s and the early 2000s. But it wasn't until this piece, I'm still creating these early pieces, as Vala mentioned on Creation of Eve, and then I started to paint the life of the Savior through the eyes of his mother, because that is the connection that I found to religious work, is that as a mother, I could relate to Mary, and I became fixated on this idea of what would it have been like to raise a Savior. And so I created this piece right here, and I have to say that this piece right here ended up being that one breakthrough piece. And I found a way to incorporate my faith as well as my contemporary artistic sensibilities and marry them, in addition to a personal aspect. And that's something that we're definitely that I'm going to emphasize, is that when you're creating something, that there needs to be a bit of you in your artwork. There needs to be an element of your soul in your work, because all good art has to have the conviction behind it, to that authenticity. And so this was the way that I could find a way to express my testimony while being personal, and yet it's something as universal as through the stories of the New Testament. And so I started creating this series, as Vala mentioned, through the eyes of Mary. I was just so enthralled by her and her particular mission to be the mother of the Savior, singular, absolutely singular role. She got to see it all, including the dirty diapers and feeding him and all the chores, washing his clothes. She got to be there for it all. And it kind of mirrors what I was going through as a mother. And so I just created this whole series. I apologize for breezing through these images because I'm sure that I can probably talk about each and every one of them. But what I wanted to do is sort of give you an overview of how my career sort of took off, and I found my artistic voice through the inspiration creation of this whole series. to give an overview of how my career sort of took off because and I found my artistic voice through third phase, the diversion phase. This is where you have taken everything that you've learned, you're using that as a springboard, and you're coming up with something new and unique to you. And this is where I hope all of you have made a goal to reach. Then, of course, there's the crisis phase. This is where you might be having an artist walk, you might be stagnating, or you might be really complacent and falling into a formulaic, comfort zone. And if you're in the stage, then you probably find three of us, maybe shake things up and try something new. But anyway, your distinct artist voice is the most important work that you will ever do. It is the most important thing that you will ever do. Is the work necessary to develop that authentic voice. It's about coming to a clear understanding of what you care about, then finding out a way to use your work with the best of who you are so that it resonates in a unique way with your audience. And that's the thing. The art world, I thought, used to be only New York. But really the art world is made up of lots of little art worlds. And it's up to you as an artist to find your tribe, to find your audience who believes in your work, who resonates with your work. And this book is in a book called Louder Than Words. I highly recommend this book by Todd Henry. That's Louder Than Words by Todd Henry. Developing your voice is not just about what you care about. It's also about how your passions intersect with what others care about. It's not only about what you say or do, it's about how you make the shoe speak. So what an artist's voice is not pursuit of style. Style is really the byproduct of your artist's voice. It's not the end game. So people ask me all the time, how did you come up with your style? I don't know, it just comes out that way. And that should be your answer. It should be your answer. It comes out that way, and not because you're contriving it or copying somebody's style. Style is, again, a byproduct, not the end game. So this is you. Pretend this is you. These are the things that will feed your artist's voice. Your life experiences, your heritage, cultural attitudes, gender, social issues, maybe the cause, relationships maybe, social goals, family, memory, childhood impressions, nostalgia, trials and trauma, therapy, joy, personal interest, passion, predispositions, aesthetic sensibility, personal ethos, your own value system, your faith perhaps, ideals, dreams, innovation, experimentation, new ideas, technology perhaps, or love of a medium, or maybe mentor influences, maybe your personal heroes, and those artistic influences. But most and first and foremost, there must be honesty. These must be true to you. They must be part of your truth or reflect your truth. So this is just a list of things that could potentially inform your artistic voice. And it will be unique to you. And that's what you need to bring to bear when you are creating art. So this needs to be your absolute number one priority. And so the thing that your voice engine must have, this is the thing that I'm going to leave with, 3 things. Your voice engine, if it's missing any one of these things, it's not really going to work. Number 1, your artist's voice must have an identity. That's again, we're talking about it must be unique to you, your personal truth. It needs to be honest, authentic expression. Number 2, needs to have vision. And what I mean by that is where you're going with it. You need to have a goal, what you want to do with this art. It's good to think maybe in 5 years or 10 years time, maybe in 5 years, you want to have a solo show. Or in 10 years, you want to publish a book. It's good to have these kinds of goals. And number 3, you need to have mastery. And that's probably what many of you are doing right now. is trying to achieve mastery in school. But I have to tell you, it's a lifelong process, and don't ever stop learning. But if any of those components are missing, then it's not really going to work. So, identity, vision, and mastery. Those are the three things that feed your artistic voice. And so, this is really what I want to leave you with. I hope the most important message that I share tonight is to make that your goal. Finding an artistic voice isn't going to happen overnight. It's a lifelong process. And the more you do competitions such as this, or doing your senior show, hopefully you're going to find glimpses into that artist voice. But make it your goal to develop that, and that will be the basis for your entire art career. It will be the basis of finding your tribe, because it's so authentic and so true. It's going to resonate with somebody. And so social media can really be your friend in finding and identifying your audience. Instagram is perfectly close to that. So that's what I really want to leave you with, is that make that your goal. I am so incredibly grateful to be here to speak with you, and I'm excited about this event and what it means, and hopefully that it's a great opportunity for you to share and to grow and to find an audience. And thank you so much.
I encourage you to look at it. It's great. Next we're going to hear from the Conference String Quartet. They're playing Battle of the Tees. The Youth Quartet, K number 168 from Mozart, and Andante Sonata number 1 by Joshua Baker. and string quartet. And that last piece was from Josh DeBell. Can you stand up again? Great job. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the moment you've been waiting for. You want to find out who the winners are, right? How many of you in here entered the competition? Oh, yes, I love it. All these hands. Perfect. Well, there's money coming your way. Kyung DeBell and Lane Hemming will present the awards. And there's lots of money up there.
Wow. I gave birth to that one.
How many of you are here?
Proud one. Okay. Brother Henning. So there, since a couple of years ago, we have been giving our awards via Venmo. So I hope you have it. If not, it'll come to my account. Okay, so there's an instruction there. Please remain up where here, if you're a winner. We would like to take a photo and send it to Val and Alice Hemming. I would really appreciate that. So should we begin? Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with the student category. First honorable mention goes to Michaela Brown. We're going to have a line in between. Yeah. Actually, go back to sit until at the end. I'm sorry. We're going to gather at the end of the award presentation. Second honorable mention goes to, in student category, Sam Lidikoff. He's my student's husband, so I'll find him. Okay, first merit award in student category comes with $50 cash, goes to Maria Parkomenko. I know I butchered that name. Oh, okay, we have a thing go through this. Okay, we're just going to give you this first. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the next, this is okay, right? We'll look at each other. Well, we'll go smoother. The second merit award in student category goes to Leanne Crystal, comes with $50. Now, third place goes to Jessica Beck, comes with $100 cash. She volunteered with us this year. Yay. Second place in student category comes with $200, goes to Lizzie Gimlich. You look beautiful today. Okay, first place in student category comes with $350 cash, goes to Rachel Reynolds. I'm going to show you first. This is okay. Okay, first place in student category comes with $350 cash. We're just going to get from both. Okay. You might see the image before or after mixed up a little bit. Now moving on to amateur category. The first honorable mention goes to the watercolor of Temple by Default, Bill Moss. husband's neighbor. I didn't know he painted. Beautiful one.
Teach at Madison High School. Yeah, graduated teacher there.
Wonderful. That was such a fun surprise, and I feel like that's why we exist. That we just discovering new talents in our town. Second amateur honorable mention goes to Amy Clemens of Howard. I know, but when I did the certificate, the printer messed things up. Oh, that is, okay. Ooh, I think we might be okay. Perfect. See, it works. Okay, the first merit award in amateur category, ooh, wow, comes with $75 cash. It goes to Jessica Beck. Second merit award goes to Ben Wilson for You Forgot Someone. Yes, they might be bandits. She's not here. Okay, oh no, he's not here. Okay, third place in amateur category for Spring Thaw, Katie Tuck. Congratulations. $150. Congratulations. And second place goes to Nicole Romney. She's at the family reunion in Utah. First place in amateur comes with $400 cash, goes to High Council under Wise Tree by Benjamin Hackey. Congratulations. Thanks for participating. Now we're moving on to professional category. First honorable mention goes to Margaret Blake. Go ahead, Rebecca. Now the second honorable mention goes to Donnie's at Common Ground. Actually, moving on to merit award and professional, comes with $100 cash. First one goes to Undulation Scott Frenson. Please check it out. I'm always just blown away by Scott's pieces. The second merit award goes to Woodline by David Belka. Congratulations. Third place in professional category comes with $500 cash, titled A Walk in the Light by Callie Ward. Congratulations. Okay. Second place in professional category comes with $750. Goes to Judith by Ryan Muldowney. Okay, the grand and the last professional category, first place comes with the $1,000 cash to Catalyst by Brian Aston. Okay, everyone, we still have lots of food. Thanks for coming. Thanks for making art and brave enough to bring it over. Let's do this again next year. Bring your friend. I know, tomorrow. No. So, winners, please come forward in front of... Oh! Okay, hold on. We put a lot of work in this. Seriously, we worked on it for flowers. So, every chair... Would you look at the back of your chair? There should be blue dot. If you are a lucky one, you get to take the centerpiece, just the plant. Congratulations. It's just right back of your back support. If you have a blue dot, the flower's yours. And winners, would you please come forward? Isn't this awesome? Please spread word and let's do this again next year. Thank you.